In today's math lesson, while we discuss the point-slope form, we are going to graph an equation. The point-slope form of an equation is y minus y sub 1 equals m times the quantity of x minus x sub 1, where y sub 1, m, and x sub 1 are all numbers. Let's learn how to graph lines like these. The point-slope form is perfect for linear equations, but when it comes to graphing, you don't have a y-intercept. So we have to build a coordinate point from this equation, and that's pretty easy to do. We have the coordinate point of x sub 1, y sub 1, but there's a couple of things we need to know. The most important thing to remember about building your coordinate point that we're going to plot is that when you pull x sub 1 and y sub 1 from your given equation, you have to change the signs on the x sub 1 and y sub 1. So if y1 was negative, if it said minus, then this is going to be a positive number here. Or if it was a positive number, it will now be a negative number. Same thing for x sub 1. If x1 was a negative, if it said minus x sub 1, this will be a positive x1. But if it said plus x1, this will be a negative x1. That might sound weird, but it's going to be okay. We'll look at it together in just a moment. After you build your x1, y1 point, you're going to plot it. And this is the point that we plot since we don't have a y-intercept. This will be our place to begin as we graph our lines. After you have a point to begin with from your equation, you're going to use the slope m, just like you do for any other linear equation. And it is still the same rules of rise over run, where if your slope is positive, you move upward. If your slope is negative, you move downward. And when you are plotting, you still always move to the right. So using your slope from the location of the point that we built in step 1, you are going to plot your second point. And if you are doing this work on paper by hand, you will then connect your points with a straight edge to make a nice long continuous line. Let's see how this process works with our examples.